Alright, so we're back with Glen Velvet Reviews. And now check this out. I had to brace this up. I put 3/4 inch plywood. This is 3/4 inch plywood that I'm going to use right here for my bracket. For my monitor, for my 32-inch monitor. Now, I checked it out, and I was looking at it, and there's only 1/8, I think. I don't even think it's 1/4. I think it's 1/8 of an inch plywood that's on the back here, and that's definitely not strong enough to hold the TV in. So that's the reason why I braced this up. I drilled them into the studs everywhere, so I put like all my weight on it, and that thing ain't going nowhere. That thing ain't coming down. That thing is good. So that thing is going to be good, and now that should be able to hold 100 pounds and no problem, even though it's going to only hold about 20. But it should be able to hold. So I'm going to have to paint this brown now and make it look nice and blend it in with this, obviously, at some point. But I'm too lazy to do that right now because I just want to get the TV in and see what it looks like and see what the bracket looks like all set up so I could show you guys. So I'm going to drill this in. Like I said, I'm going to put this right into here, just like this, pretty much is my plan. And we're going to drill this right in, and then we'll see how this bracket works for me on my 32-inch Vizio TV. All right, so we'll get back to it, and we'll check it out in a little bit, okay? All right, so I got my mount. I got my TV mount installed, as you can see. I put 6 screws in a total, 4 screws on the top. I use size 14-inch screws, just to let you know. So they're really heavy duty. I use them in commercial to hold tables together, so it should be really good to hold this together because they use it in a commercial atmosphere, and those screws are pretty strong. So it should be good. I didn't hang on it and put all my weight on it because I don't want to break the bracket. But I put like 20 pounds on, 25 pounds, and that thing is strong. It's good. So it's nice and strong. And so that's what it looks like right now. Let's get a closer peek up at it. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it's installed, and when, like I said, the reason why mine looks a little ghetto is because like I said, I got to paint it and everything, and I had to brace it up. I didn't want this falling down, 3-4 months later. So the same thing, if yours isn't sturdy enough and you don't hit a stud, then you're gonna have to figure something out and come up with your own ideas and stuff like that. And the reason why I had to make that wood so big is because I had to go from beam to beam, and there's only a beam every 24 inches in that wall. So that's why I had to use such a big piece of wood, if you're wondering why, because there's the limited beams that I have to hit when I can put the 3/4 inch plywood on there. So that's what it looks like. So that's an update on what it looks like when it's installed. And let's see what it looks like with my 32-inch monitor on it next. Okay, guys? Alright, so I got the back of the monitor together. I put the bracket on the back of the monitor. See it right there? Put the bracket on the back of the monitor. I screwed it in with the screws. I used the washers to give it extra surface area because these were kind of small screws, so I didn't want such small screws. So I used the washers that came with it, and I tightened them up nicely. So we're going to put this on and see how easy it is. The thing that I don't like about this bracket, and is probably why it was a little bit cheaper than the other ones, is that it doesn't have any kind of hooks, clamps, hooks, anything, brackets on the top here to kind of hook it on while you're messing with the TV and tightening on the bolts. I think I'm going to have a hard time doing this by myself, but you're going to see on the video and see how hard it is to do by yourself. But I got to put these on, and I think it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to do by myself putting this on. So let's give it a try, and let's see what it looks like so you have an idea of a nice old review of installing this bracket on your TV. And like I said, this is a Vizio 32-inch TV, so you know what you're dealing with, okay? So let's put this over here. Let's see how it is to get this thing on. Alright, that's it. We got it installed. It's good to go. That's what it's going to look like, pretty much what mine is going to look like so far. I'll move it around for you, give it a little test. This moves this way. It slants this way. I got to tighten up the bolt in the back because it does slant forward. So I am going to have to tighten up that bolt. Not a big deal. But it does move this way or this way. My plan is to have it this way so I can face the kitchen while I'm cooking is the plan. So, and then this is what it looks like when it's all the way back. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like when it's all the way back. So it's going to look like that when it's all the way back and pushed. And like I said, it feels nice and strong. So that's my install. That's what it looks like. That's what you can think for it to look like. I'm going to show you a video of the back of this when I pull it out, so you guys can see just how far this thing is. It's pretty good. So here's about how far it is away from the wall, so you guys can see. So you can get a real good turn on that. Like I said, this is good for my 32 inch. I can turn it all the way facing the kitchen. So now when if I want to watch something on YouTube while I'm cooking, or whatever the case may be, recipes, whatever, I can watch them very easily now in the kitchen. And like I said, I just got to paint that brown and make it blend in and look a little bit better than that. But I'll do that at a later point. I just wanted to get the technical stuff out of the way. And that's what I'm doing. And then I'm also going to have to run a cable and obviously the power line to it. So I'm going to also be drilling in a hole in the top of that cabinet up there. On the top, right about here, I'm going to drill a hole, and I'm going to run the power into here, and that's going to obviously power it up and stuff like that. And then also the Ethernet cord is going to come down because I'm not a fan of the Wi-Fi on TVs. I think they're very weak and slow. They work for some people, but I like plugging it right in and knowing I have a direct connection. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plug that in, get that going. So this is an updated review on the bracket that I did get, the inland bracket, monitor bracket that I got, TV mount, whatever you want to call it, and that's a updated review on it of after it's installed and what you can expect for it to look like and how it's going to work out for you. All right, thank you everybody for watching Glenn Velvet Reviews. I am out. You guys have a great day. Enjoy. Bye bye everybody.